Hi guys, my name is Victor Ondera Orembe. I'm the ICT coordinator for Western United Television, and I'm glad that you're watching this tutorial on vMix. And I want to give a thumbs up to Western United Television and its entire management, led by the Chief Executive, Madam Priska Chuki, for allowing me to record this tutorial under the premises of the company. vMix is a powerful broadcasting software that enables you to broadcast live videos in a more professional manner and easily. So I believe that after watching this video and after gaining the powerful knowledge of using this software, you'll be able to broadcast your events, whether they are church events, whether they are sports, whether they are fashion events, all of the events that you can think of, they can be broadcasted live using this software, vMix. And remember, in vMix you can always be able to gather all materials that you need to broadcast your live event, whether it's videos, whether it's web content, whether it's titles, whether it's NDI sources. All these things, we're gonna discuss them in this tutorial, so don't go far. Let's dive into it. Now, to access vMix, the first thing that you're going to do is that you're going to access it, or rather download it from its official website, which is www.vmix.com. is the official site in which you are going to find different versions of vMix. Remember to download the trial version, which is a free version of vMix Pro that comes with all the features, but they're limited for 60 days. Which means that once you download the vMix and install it, it's going to run for the next 60 days. All you need is your email address, then boom, you start using vMix. Now let's see how the interface of vMix looks after you've installed it. Now this is the vMix interface, and basically it resembles the traditional hardware switcher. On the left you see a preview window which allows you to preview the inputs before you switch them live, and on this left side, which is where I'm hovering my mouse, you're going to see the preview window, which is used to preview, or rather to see the inputs before they switch live. On the right you have the live program output. The preview window swaps with the output window whenever you select the cut, fade or transition buttons located along the center. Number 3, we have our inputs bar, and it's at the bottom row. Each source, such as a camera, a video, and any other type of inputs, are loaded into this input bar. A small real-time preview window is shown for each of these inputs. For this case, we still have a blank, 2 blanks, number 1 and 2, simply because we've not added any video feed or titles or what. At number 3, we have our input bar, where I'm hovering my mouse. It's at the bottom row. And each source, such as a camera, video, or any other type of input, are loaded into this input bar. A small real-time preview window is shown for each of these inputs. For this case, we have not added any feed. That's why you see 2 blanks, or they'll be filled up with different video sources or other titles as we proceed. If you click on any of these items, they'll be queued in the preview window, ready to go. And if you double click on any of these items, for this case, if I double click on the blank number 1, it's going to open the input settings window, which will be displayed. The first input that you want to look at is videos. For you to add any input, the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to click on the add input button located on the bottom left corner of your vMix interface. It opens up a pop-up window that shows you different feeds that you can add into vMix. The first one being a video, DVD, list, camera, NDI stroke desktop capture, stream stroke SRT, instant replay, image sequence or stringer, video delay, image, photos, PowerPoint, color, audio input, title, virtual set, web browser, or a video call. Let's start with video. Use the video button to load video files such as AVI, MPG, MXF, MP4, WVM, and QuickTime. DVD files should be loaded through the DVD options instead. So let's click on the video. Then on the right hand side, let's click on browse. We're going to locate the specific video files that we want to open. So click on browse, then navigate to the files where you want to open your videos from. I need them from my flash disk. Then open a folder where you have your videos located in, then select a video of your choice. For this case, let's use Obutuki promo, a promo that was done by the Chief Executive Officer of Western Water Television. And then it will be loaded into your vMix. Then click on OK to add it as one of the feeds in your vMix. Now you can always play it using this play button down here. See, it's playing. Then when you click on it, it's loaded into your preview window. You can use the transition buttons at the middle between the preview window and the live window to switch between live and preview programs. For you to add another video input, you do the same, add an input, then click on video, then browse to a video a storage location where you have your videos. Click on a video of your choice, then open, then click on OK. Your video will be loaded into vMix. Remember, when you click on it, it's going to be loaded into the preview window. Then you can choose to use any of the transition buttons.
Nesipindi siasa esiringana amakuwa kesiasa nende makuwa akakamagaze.
You can choose to use any of these. Now the next thing we are going to learn how we can add a list. Basically, the list feature can be used to create a playlist of videos and audio files. To access it, click on the add input, then navigate to list, then click on add button. That is going to allow you to select different materials. When you click on add, it allows you to select different videos and audios. Then you can select a list of videos that you want to create a list, then click on open. You see there's a list of your videos have been added into this window. Then click on OK to load them into your vMix. Now that we've learned how to add different video sources, let's learn how to add a live video production into your vMix. For you to achieve that, you're going to click on add input, then you're going to select on camera. Basically, camera is used to load in supported video capture devices and video cameras, and after clicking on the camera, you're going to be presented with the parameters to be filled in. The first one is camera, input, resolution, frame rate, video format, audio device, audio input, and audio format. Under camera, you're going to select the device to be used. For this case, I've connected my webcam, which I'm using currently, so I'll click on my HP HD webcam. Most of the time you'll want to connect an external camera, and the connection basically is that you're going to use a HDMI cable on one end of the HDMI cable connected to your camera, then the other end connected to a HDMI to USB capture card. Then you're going to connect your USB HDMI capture card to your laptop using the USB port. Then you'll be able to capture it on this camera button here. On the input, you're going to specify the capture input to select, such as SDI or HDMI, composite as video component, or DVI and VGA. For this case, I'm going to leave it as a default, and choose the resolution that is supported by your camera. For this case, my webcam is supporting 1280 by 720. Then also set the frame rate, the video format, the audio device, then audio input and audio format. After that, you're going to click on OK. After clicking OK, you will see your video loading into your live video production. If I click on my video, on my webcam video, you can see, boom, it has showed up on the preview window. I can always switch it live using these transition buttons. As you can see, audio live, the audio means the audio, so that I don't get that feedback during this production. So This is how we add a live video production. Remember that you can always add different video sources. You may want to add an external camera or just use your webcam, like what I'm using. This is my webcam, but I can as well add an external camera using a HDMI cable and a USB capture card. Basically, the connection is that one end of the HDMI cable, I'm going to connect it to my camera. Then on the other end of the HDMI cable, I'll connect it to my HDMI to USB capture card, which after that I'm going to connect my HDMI to USB capture card to my laptop using the USB ports. Then I'll be able to repeat the same process of adding a camera feed. Then I'll be able to add it to my live video production. Now that you know how to add different types of videos and also adding a live video production into your videos, it's time to know how you can add an NDI video into your live production. NDI means Network Device Interface. NDI is an easy way to send and receive high quality, low latency videos and audio between supported devices using a standard gigabit enabled network. For example, you can produce one aspect of your show on one computer and send it to the output of vMix running on another computer. You can also add any NDI enabled source to vMix as long as it is on the same network. This might be an NDI enabled hardware device or another computer or laptop running a third-party software that supports the NDI standard. For you to be able to add an NDI source, you're going to click on Add Input. Then you are going to click on NDI desktop capture, and remember that sources detected on the network will appear automatically in the list with their preview thumbnail and organized by device or computer name as shown on this screen. Desktop J6J4K1G is the laptop that I'm currently using, but I have another computer here connected onto NDI. It's called PC7, and I'm going to click on vMix output 1, and I'll just click on OK, and let's see if the feed is going to be picked. Okay, we now have our NDI video source has been added into our live production. I can click on it to add it on the live video production. Then also I can be able to merge it into the live video production. There it is. That's how we can do it. And on the other computer, if I play it, we'll be able to see it reflect on this other end of my production. There it is. It's now playing as I'm playing it on the other separate computer. That's how we add NDI sources. Now that you've learned how to add different types of videos, including pre-recorded videos, live videos and NDI video sources into your live production, let's learn how to add titles. For you to be able to add titles into your live production, click on Add Input button. Then navigate to titles.xaml. It's going to list down all the inbuilt predefined titles that come with vMix. Then you're going to choose any of them that suits your function. For this case, I'm going to scroll down and choose this one, title 1 element thread. I click on it, then click on OK. It has now loaded our title into our vMix panel. Before we explain this, let's close this down first. On clicking this title, we can put our title on the preview window by clicking on it. Then if you want to change the parameters, including the headline, the description and the image, you're going to right click on it, then click on title editor. On the title editor, we can be able to change the default text that come with the titles, such as headline. We can change it, maybe let's say Akamadala. Then the description, give it a meaningful description. Let's call it a cultural program. And Then for you to insert your logo, you're going to click on images, then browse, then navigate to a location where you have your videos. Let me see if I have any image on my photos, pictures. Then I will select one of the logos that I have here, then open it. Then you can see you have your logo there. Then close this panel. For you to be able to include this title into your live production, you are going to assign it a layer number. The layer numbers are located at the bottom of each and every input. For this case, we are interested in assigning a layer number to our title. So at the bottom of our title, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 as the layer numbers. Let's assign it number 1. We have included it in our live production. Now, for you to be able to add a delay in your live video production, what you'll need to do is that you're going to identify a live video production on your input list, because remember, this delay only affects your live video production. It will not be available on your pre-recorded material, like a pre-recorded video that you've just imported into your vMix. It's only going to affect your live video, your live captured videos. For this case, we have a webcam. For this case, I have my HP webcam embedded on my laptop, connected onto this laptop and imported as a feed. What I'm going to do is that on the live feed that I have on my from my webcam, I'm going to click on the settings button at the bottom right corner of my input. There it is. It opens up. Then I'm normally it will open on general. Then you are going to navigate to advanced at the very bottom of this. You click on advanced, then it prompts you to fill in the number of frames and then apply it. Now vMix will always delay your video in terms of frames, but now how do you convert the number of frames into your seconds? You might require to delay your video. Maybe as a profanity delay mechanism, you'll require to delay your video by a number of seconds, let's say by 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 7 seconds. I think the standard is 7 seconds. So what you're going to do is that you're going to multiply the number of frames that you're using for your video frame rate times the number of seconds you want. If you're running on a if you're using a video of 25 frames per second and you want to delay it by 7 seconds, you are actually going to multiply 25 frames by 7. For this case, if you want to delay for 2 seconds, you are only going to multiply 25 by 2, then you get 50. Let's say if you want to delay your live video production as a profanity delay mechanism, you are going to multiply the number of frames, that's 30 frames, by 7. You're going to arrive at 210 frames. Then you apply, then just close up this window. Then you'll notice that your video input, your live video input is delayed by 7 seconds. That's how you achieve a 7. That's how you You've just learned how to prepare your videos for live production. Now the next step you want to do is that you want to stream your materials, rather your videos or your live event, on different social media platforms. What you're going to do is that you're going to click on the stream on the settings button next to the stream button at the mid bottom. Click on the settings button down there. It opens up this pop-up window. Then as you can see, we have 3 tabs at the very top here. We have 1, 2, and 3. This means that you can be able to stream to 3 different social media platforms simultaneously. For this case, we'll be streaming on our Facebook page. So under destination, we want to set it to Facebook. Just click on the downward arrow, then it's going to allow you to select the platform on which you want to stream your video to. Let's say you want to stream to Twitch. Just click on Twitch. It will be updated to Twitch. You want to stream to YouTube. Just click on YouTube. It changes to YouTube. For this case, we want to stream our material on Facebook. So under destination, click the downward arrow and select YouTube. Facebook. We want to stream on Facebook. Just navigate to where Facebook is. We have it there. Then okay. Then click on Facebook settings for you to be able to log into your account. Now it opens up this window. This basically it has opened up this way because I had already set up the information. Previously I've been streaming this content, so for you to be able to log into your account, if you're just starting to set up your live stream, the login button will be activated in a manner that you can be able to click on it, then log into your Facebook. If you realize that it's grayed out, it means that you've already signed in, and you can change your account by clicking on the change button next to your profile image here. So let's click on change. When you click on change, it's going to switch to your browser, your default browser, whereby it's going to prompt you to enter your Facebook login credentials. It's going to ask you for your username and your password. Submit the correct credentials, then click on login. Yes, we've just logged in. As you can see, the feedback from our browser is that login process completed. Please see the application for further instructions. Okay, back on our vMix, we are going to set our location where we want to stream our content. It might be either on our timeline or on the page. So we want to stream it on our page, so we'll select the page. The title, stream to, we want to create a new stream. Then the title, give it a meaningful title in the description of your video. Then you may want to make it either public or to be viewed by your friends or only me. For this case, you want it public, so just click on public. Then if you want to schedule it, just check on the schedule button. But for this case, we want to stream it just right now, so click on create. Just click on create. Okay, on this one, just click on close at the bottom here. Then under quality settings, depending on your internet connectivity, you can choose the speed that is preferable for your internet connectivity. Then click on save and close. Then go back to your vMix application. Now that your videos are ready and the setup is ready, all you need to do is to click on the stream button. If it changes to orange, it means that your stream quality, or rather your internet connectivity, is a little bit draggy. It's a little bit weak. But if it changes to red, it means that your stream is up and running effectively and efficiently. For instance, let's just click on the stream button. We've just started our stream in a short way. Now, if the stream button changes to orange, it means that your internet connectivity is a little bit draggy, weak. However, if it changes to red, it means that your live stream quality is strong and your internet connectivity is strong enough to sustain the live stream. Okay, that's how we stream on different social media platforms. For you to stop the stream, just click on the stream button. Again, it prompts you whether you want to stop the stream or not. Let's just confirm that you indeed want to stop the stream. So click on yes. It's stopping the stream. You may want to record the videos that you are mixing using vMix, and that feature is also incorporated in vMix. On the bottom left corner of vMix interface, you have the record button, and for you to be able to record, first of all, you're going to click on the settings button next to the record button. It opens up different setting parameters for your video production to be recorded. Depending on the video quality that you want, you may choose AVI, WMV streaming, MP4, and these other. But the but the most preferred is MP4. So the first thing you are going to do is that you are going to click on MP4, then the file name, you are going to give it a name, then browse to a location in which you want to save your file. Just click on browse, then choose your storage location. Maybe you want to store it on your flash disk like mine. I've just clicked on my flash disk, then give it a meaningful name. Give it a meaningful name like trial 1. Then click on save. After that, you're going to choose the size of your production. Let's say you want 720 by 576 or 1080 or 1920 by 1080. Just click on the downward arrow, then choose your settings, choose your frame rate, your baseline, leave it at 8, and your profile leave it at H264 baseline, and use hardware encoder and all these other settings. Make sure that you check this audio button, then click on OK. After that, now you've already set up the credentials, or rather the parameters for your recording. Just click on the record button at the bottom left, and boom, it turns red. Your recording is up. You've just started recording your production. Remember that you can do the recording as you are streaming at the same time. Basically, triggers are used to automate tasks, and then tasks might be automated whenever an event occurs. And these events can be when a video transits in, and these video transitions in, transitions out, when there's an overlay in or an overlay out, or when there's a completion of the video, or when there's a countdown. Now let's look at how this function works. You may want to set this function in a manner that when video input A plays to completion, the video automatically switches to the list, which is input number 2. Now let's switch our video number 1, which is Obutuki promo, to the live preview. Okay, we just switched it on. Now what you're going to do is that let's switch it to loop, so that it does not end before we do our settings. Now under Obutuki promo, at the very bottom, at the bottom right corner of our input settings, we have this settings button. Just click on it, then on the left side navigate to triggers. Okay, there we have our triggers. Now we have the trigger, the function, the input, duration, delay, value, and mix. All these details we might not necessarily use them currently, because we're going to automate them using this graphic user interface, whereby we're going just to choose the event. We're going to say that on the event that our Obutuki promo clip completes, then we click on this downward arrow and click on completion. Then the function, when the video is complete, we either want it to fade or do something else. Maybe we want it to fade, so we're going to click on transition, then let's say fly. Then what should change when this event occurs? We click on the preview, then we say that we want our list to play. Okay, just leave all these defaults, and unless you become a pro, then you'll be able to adjust all these durations and delay. But for now, just click on add. We've just created our trigger. It's at the very top here, so just close this and remove the loop from this video and wait for it to end, so that you can see the results. Let's just move it near the very end here. Okay, we have it. You can see it has just, I think you've just seen that we've automated this in a manner that when the Ubuntu promo just ends, it automatically switches to a MiVio. You can use the triggers to automate different sets of actions. Maybe you want when the first promo ends, it should automatically switch to a different promo. Then after that, it will start streaming. You see, these are combination of two different actions which can be automated using triggers. Now let's dive into it and see how that happens. Click on our first promo, which is Ubuntu promo. Merge it so that it's Ubuntu. Okay, we have our first promo there playing. I've just muted the audio. Then on the settings, you want to configure various input settings. So on settings, just click on the settings button to access this. Then navigate to triggers. Then let's remove all these triggers so that we just set them afresh. Click on them and delete. Once say that on completion, you want it to fade to a fade, or rather to fly. Let's use a fancy transition. We want it to fly to our list, starting with the Incredible Western. Then click on add. Okay, then also on completion, when that video completes, we want the action, the function that should be done is that the video should start streaming it on the Facebook page that we just set. So I click on output, then navigate to start streaming, then click on add, then close this. Just play our video so that you can see the output of what we've done. Okay, let's wait and see. It's now playing. Yeah, just 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. It should switch now. It has just switched. As you can see, it has just switched and automatically it has started streaming on Facebook. That's how we can use triggers to automate tasks.